Hello students, welcome to the online tutorial for Vidyabhan Higher Secondary School. This video is for class 5 computer. In this video I will continue with the chapter that I have started with you people, that is computer software. In my previous video I have given you an idea about the entire system software. What is it, what is the function of it, what are the examples of the system software. Now the examples that I have given, their functions, all I have told you in my previous video. Now in this video I am going to start with a new thing or new part, that is application software. Okay, so what is an application software? That we will see. The software which is written to do a particular task or to do a particular function is termed as application software. So application means any application that is running in our computer or in our phone. That can be MS Office, that can be MS Excel, that can be any other application, any game. So any particular application which is prepared or which is manufactured to carry out a particular task, not all the tasks but a particular task. System software is not the application software. It is the software that is controlling all the other software and maintains or controls the functions of a computer. Okay, this is the system software. It is controlling the entire system as well as other software. Whereas application software means it will only control a particular application. Okay. Now an application software or software enables a user to perform a specific function. That means the user, that is I or you, whoever it is. Okay. It is helping us, helping me or you people to run a particular or to run a specific function. It is installed in the computer additionally based on the exact requirement. That means according to my requirement or according to our requirement, the application software can be installed. Okay, but system software not like that. It is already there. Whether you require it or not, you actually going to require it. There is no alteration of the system software. No, I am not going to take it. You can work without MS Paint in your computer, but you cannot work without the system software. It is the software that is controlling the system. That is why it is not like an optional. Application software is an optional. Okay, so it is as per your requirement what you need. You can install or you can adopt the application software. Examples of certain application software is that school management software. Number 2 example is that movie ticket booking software, that is Book My Ticket, that is an application. It is for booking, it is used for booking for many tickets like movie tickets, theatre tickets, stadium tickets, like that. So movie ticket booking software. Okay, number 3 is that result processing software, word processing software. So result processing software, word processing software. So these are the certain examples of an application software. Now application software is mainly of 2 types. Okay, what are they? First of all is the general purpose and second is the tailor-made. So application software is of 2 types. General purpose and second one is tailor-made. So these are the 2 types of application software. So next we will go for the general purpose software. General purpose software is a software that is designed to satisfy the common needs of the people. Okay, that it means it is available off the shelf easily in the market. If we need a software to draw and paint, we generally buy the software like MS Paint. We would not employ a programmer to develop it for us. So general purpose software means MS Word, MS Excel, MS Paint. These are generally required for the requirement for the most of the people. So it is general made software. It is generally available. Okay. So there are several good reasons using general purpose software. That is, first of all, it is cheap because you are not specifically making it for yourself. So it is not like that costly. It is cheap. It is readily available and can be installed quickly and easily. It is usually thoroughly tested, so there will be very little chance of it having any errors because it is being installed or it is being sold in the market as a general or for each and every people, so it is being checked very properly. It is well supported with several books, online help and discussions on the internet about how to use it. So you can literally have the idea that how you can use it. Now when the customers buy general purpose software, it is not possible to ask any special changes to make just for them. Suppose you are taking a general purpose software, but you need some special changes for yourself. You can't do it because it is general purpose. It is for the generally for the other people or for every people. You cannot add up any extra specialty or you cannot exclude any kind of feature from it. No, you can't do it. It is generally made. So for that thing, that is for your personalized requirement, there is another type of software that is tailor-made. Tailor-made means it will be only made for you. Only for you. Okay. Tailor-made software, that means which are not readily available in the market, and it is made according to the need of the customers or want of the customers. Okay, and it is especially built or developed for them. Example, this result processing software. This is not general purpose software. You cannot find it everywhere in the market. No, it is only required for school. Okay, and each and every school is having each and every type. Each one is having different grading method, each having different percentage calculation method, having some extra subjects. So result processing software is a tailor-made software because each and every school is going to take or is going to make different types of result processing software. Some are having only half yearly, annually, some are having 3 exams in a year, some are having 4 exams in a year. So according to their need, they will make it. So this is the tailor-made software that will be made specially for you, and the main drawbacks are that it is very high cost and it takes a long time to develop. Okay, now this was about the types of software, system and application software. Here I am finishing my video as well as finishing the chapter. I hope that you people have understood everything. If you are having any problem, then please let me know. Thank you.